welcome to Mildly Spiraling. I'm your host, Tracy. Happy to have you here. Hello, welcome to Mildly Spiraling, episode 15. What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a great week so far. I hope you had a good weekend. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Sunday. I just had acupuncture, so I'm a little woo-woo out of it. But it was good, and so I'm back in the acupuncture game. Thank you so much for listening this week. So let's get right into it. Some updates for y'all. I totally changed my mind since last week. I met with my doctor and I decided that we are going, did I say this on the episode last week? I don't know, but here we go. We are going to do an embryo transfer. This is the frozen embryo that I have, my last little one left. So I'm doing that on Thursday, scheduled for that. I'm kind of excited. No, I'm not excited. I am excited in some ways. Obviously, there's a lot of hope and fear and, honestly now a little bit of numbness that goes into it. So that will be on Thursday. I'm saying and excited about is that I don't have to do I do one shot tonight, the trigger shot, right, in the booty, and then I am not doing the progesterone and oil shots. I am doing a vaginal suppository, which I've never done before. So I will be doing that for the 2-week wait. It's just like a little pill that you stick up your vagina. So very interesting. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, would rather do that than a shot because I am telling you, my left side still has not recovered from the shots that I had been doing from my last transfer that didn't work out. So, like, my left, like, I still have some of the numbness. I mean, I should go to a doctor probably. And then I also, like, it really just hurts. Now, I have gotten back into Pilates, and we're doing a lot of glute stuff. So I'm like, is it that? Or then I'm like, no, I think it literally is still sore from the shots. When the nurse called me yesterday to tell me the date for this next embryo transfer, she was like, I know you're good at doing the intermuscular shots because your level, your HCG levels before your last retrieval were so good. And I was like, oh, okay. We're good at doing the shots, but it hurts like hell. I honestly wish I wasn't so good at doing the shots. Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people have been doing this longer than I have, but I will say I feel like a seasoned camper doing it now. Not that I want to be a seasoned camper doing this, but yesterday yesterday I had to go. I literally had to get blood work done every single day last week, so I was out the door at 7:15 every single morning to go get my blood work done at 7:45, and that included yesterday. So today's Sunday. That included Saturday. So I had to go on Saturday, and I had to go up Upper East Side location. It was a weird morning because normally I can wake up and I'm good, and I haven't had a morning where I wake up and I go, oh shit, I had slept through all my alarms. And it was 8:15. I needed to be there at 9, so I Ubered. But it was oh fuck, I need to be out the door in 10 minutes. And I don't really have those moments anymore where I'm oh shit, I need to be out the door in 10 minutes. But I'm obviously very tired, so that happened. So anyway, so I went up there to get my blood work done. My appointment was at 9. I did not go in to get my blood drawn until 10:15. It was an hour and 15 minutes. It was so crazy, but and I'm whatever. Everyone was waiting for a long time, but I was just it's so annoying to literally wait that long, and you're going in for maybe 2 minutes where they poke you and get your blood. Um, so it's like I'm waiting. I spent, almost $100 on Ubers, plus I'm waiting over an hour for like a 2-minute appointment, but it's needed. They had to like confirm some things. So anyway, I'm like sitting there waiting, and I'm not like eavesdropping or anything, but people were like coming out of the rooms, and they were like, "Oh, is this your first time?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I've been here a million times." But I'm actually, in some ways, I wish it was my first time, but in some ways, I'm like, thank God I have the like, I know where everything is. I know what I'm doing. Like, I don't have to I know my way around the building. Let's just say that, and I know like all the terms and all the what's gonna happen. Like, oh, I'm not like surprised that I have to go in every day. Obviously, this is a different process because I've only done fresh transfers so far, and this is a frozen transfer, so it is a little bit different. So this will be. I mean, I've had some time for my body to recover a little bit more from the egg retrieval, but I also um, didn't have to do the shots, and then I'm doing a little bit something a little bit different this time too. So I loved my old acupuncturist. Like, obviously, like, I'm really sad to not be a part of that cult anymore, but like, unfortunately, she was only like available 2 days a week, and so I was never able to like time it with how you're supposed to. So like for this transfer, I'm doing it a little bit different. Whereas like I will go in the night before my transfer, and then I'm gonna go in right after my transfer. So my transfer will be in the afternoon on Thursday. I'll go in like right after to do acupuncture. So doing some things a little bit different, changing it up. Honestly, like I felt like just after 3 failed embryos, I'm like, I need a little bit of change. So like obviously big change doing frozen embryo transfer with the blastocyst. It's 5 days, and then getting a little more acupuncture. Oh, and I also, and this is not medical advice, but I did add magnesium to my rotation, and I will say I don't know that it'll change anything, but it does. It's been making me sleep a lot better, and so I'm honestly probably saying that will like stay in my routine as much as I can. So yeah, that's the update there. Busy week, busy week. Honestly, like I've been doing like personal coaching. I've been doing therapy. I've been doing couples therapy. I've been doing my thing. No, I'm starting a poetry class this week, which I'm very excited about. A little nervous, honestly. I'm really having to put myself out there with this, but I'm excited. And my dog just barked, and I feel like I need to let her in the room or she's going to start crying. So pausing. Come on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. If you're watching the YouTube, maybe you see her. I don't know. Hello, my little lover. She does not want to be on camera. She has an agent, so I did not run it by her agent first, so she knows the rules. She is going to snuggle with me while I record, though, so that's very cute. Oh, you can see there she is. She just popped her head up. This is Savannah. Anyway, my dogs got groomed yesterday, and they look so cute. I'm so lucky. One of the vet techs at their vet is also a groomer, and she does at-home grooming. So she started doing at-home grooming for us, and it's just been, oh my God, literally a lifesaver because neither of them like going to get groomed. So they can just get it done in the house, and they don't have to leave or anything, and it's just so much better. So yeah, that's if you see, honestly, follow me on Instagram, you'll see their pics. You'll see some really cute pics of them with their new haircuts. Yes, so I said I had a busy week. I have to ask y'all, is it an issue that a lot of times, like, I just want to chit chat with my therapist? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just feel like we're almost like not in a like we're obviously like she's my therapist, but I will say at sometimes I feel like we're friends. And like she's like always like when I'm like worried or whatever, and she's like, I'm on your side, not on your side. She's just always like, I am rooting for you. I'm like thinking about you. Like, I don't know. And I honestly need it because I need the fucking like confidence boost of like, hell yeah, I want to be your friend and like hang out and talk to you for an hour every day. But like, I literally feel like I honestly think it's good because I just feel like I need someone that like I can call and chat with, but then sometimes I'm like, maybe I need someone that's like calling me out on my bullshit a little bit more. I don't know, but like maybe I don't have any bullshit, and maybe I don't need to be called out on my bullshit. Because I also am like I love chatting for an hour, and we do talk about important things, but it is just like, oh, I like enjoy this so much, but like, are we supposed to be enjoying therapy like that? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even question it. Maybe I'm like questioning it too much, but I am like, are we supposed to be enjoying therapy? Because I'm like, I look forward to it every week. Like, I just am like, and I'm literally like so nervous. Wait, what happens if like, I mean, obviously one day she will not be my therapist, but I'm like kind of sad about it. So like I'm gonna have to go to therapy for like if I'm like honestly when I lose her as my therapist, I'm gonna have to go to therapy for losing her as my therapist. Like I'm gonna be in a deep, deep, deep depression. And I have been ghosted by a therapist before, and I have but yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like I love talking to her, and I just do feel like always like a huge confidence boost after. Like I'm like, oh yeah, fucking cool. Because she tells me that, and like honestly, I need to hear it, so I'm here for it. I have to say, and I wanted to share this, and I have to pull it up on my phone, but like, my co-stars. I don't know if you have the app CoStar, and this is not sponsored in any way, but I love CoStar so much and highly recommend it. And I also recommend the Chani app. I love both of them, but like my horoscopes have been so on point. Like it's freaking me out, and I've been screenshotting them every day. And so this is my one today on CoStar. Your needs and well-being are as important as everyone else's. The constant pressure to meet others' expectations is wearing you down. Stop equating your worth with what you do for people. Their urgent demands will still be there tomorrow. Your breaking point won't wait that long. Oh my god. This is literally what I've been talking about in my personal coaching, is that I feel like I am at my breaking point in a lot of ways. And I'm just like, oh, it's so crazy when your horoscopes line up with like how you've been feeling. And I mean, obviously, like, you know, people say, oh, they're vague, but like, I don't know, that one felt very on point. And then this one from Chani the other day. Okay, this one is from Chani the other day. Get curious. The topics you can't wait to share, research, and chat about are telling you something. When you let your attention roam, you open yourself up to new insights and perspectives, and that only makes you more charming. And I'm just like, hello. Make me more charming. Okay, and then today's something big is happening behind closed doors. Holy shit. Okay. So turn inward, go all in on your healing, or take a quiet moment to reset. Just remember, you don't have to fix your entire life today. Make one tweak at a time and see where you end up. That's kind of what my Chani has been saying this to me for months. Of like, make one tweak, do one thing for yourself today. You don't need to do everything at the same time. Literally, something I was saying in my personal coaching yesterday was, I do not have time to think. Like, I literally just don't have time to think. Like, I have been doing these, like, exercises and things, and I'm, like, struggling so much because I don't give myself time to, like, really, like, meditate and think. And I do feel like there's a lot of reasons why. One, I'm so busy and, like, when I'm not working or doing this or writing or doing or at doctor's appointments or trying to take care of my body, doing Pilates and shit, um, I'm like mind numbing, you know? And I'm trying not to mind numb as much. So I'm trying to like, I'm gonna try some things. I'm gonna try some things that she suggested, which were like talking out loud of like and taking notes on the talking. I think there's like an app and I haven't used it yet, but I think it's called Whisper, WHSPR, because like obviously they leave out the vowels. And it's like a very accurate voice notes. And because I was like, I think obviously like I do the podcast, whatever. And so like like I feel like talking helps me think and it helps me like process things. And so I was like, oh, I feel like this is gonna help. So I'm setting aside some time this week to think. I know that sounds crazy, but I am. All right, y'all. So let's get into my loves this week. What am I loving? I love this particular store in the West Village. It's called it's in Greenwich Village. It's called Stick, Stone, and Bone. And just in general, I love a woo-woo shop, but I love a woo-woo shop where the vibes are very much on. Like, and you know the vibes are on at Stick, Stone, and Bone because they handwrite all of their receipts. They're not using any like fucking Square or Shopify. Like there's no fucking technology like in their like receipt keeping and bookkeeping and shit. They are handwriting everything. So like all of the little, like every crystal you pick up, everything has a handwritten price on it, first of all. And then you go up to the cash register and they're handwriting the receipt on like an old school like check thing. So that automatically gives them so much credit, and like I already am like fucking like drinking what they're serving. Like I am believing it all. But it's just such a great shop, and I love like they have an amazing selection of crystals, and I picked some up last weekend. I got 4 new crystals. One was really to like really bring in this like calming energy, which I'm trying to be like just calming. I started tapping. I'm just trying to get that like energy in. So that's number 1, and then the other 3 I got were for like the female reproductive system, fertility, etc. Because maybe I shared this, I don't know. I had a beautiful rainbow moonstone for fertility, and after my first transfer, I dropped it on the floor, and it completely, like a huge piece of it, like fell off, and so now it's like exposed. So I like Googled what does it mean like if a crystal cracks and now it's like exposed, and basically like it's fine, like you could still use it of course, but it means that it has already like taken in so much energy. So like this crystal has already I think done so much for me, and it's taken in a lot of energy, and so I'm not retiring it in any capacity. But it was the crystal I was bringing to all my appointments and things like that. And so it's done so much for me, and I still charge it, and it sleeps next to me. But I did get a couple new ones, and I got one that I think just feels really right. Like it just had this amazing energy when I picked it up. And so that's the one. That's my little guy that I'm going to be bringing around with me. And I have been bringing around with me, but I'm going to bring it in to the transfer room. So yeah, that I just love that shop in particular. If you're in New York, check it out. They have an amazing selection of sage and Palo Santo too, and I love sage. I love Palo Santo. I love incense. I love burning shit. Basically, anything I can just like fucking set a match to, I'm into it. Like the acupuncturist asked me if I was like adverse to smells, and I was like, no, I fucking love like anything like in like strong scents like that. I'm so into, but because that's like burning mugwort over your like uterus is like one thing you can do for fertility. So I was like, I actually love the smell of mugwort. I was like, please do it. I miss the smell. So yeah, I just love anything I burning it. I love that. I love rituals. I love anything like that. And honestly, these are really good things that I should take into consideration. These are things I should take into consideration when I'm trying to think. Let's see. Okay, this is so random, but I love people that look tired, but I don't love when I look tired. Like I love someone that looks like they haven't slept in 48 hours, like fucking bags under their eyes, dark circles, smoking a cigarette, drinking a cortado, like holy shit. Like I do fucking love that. And I think it looks hot on some people. But it does not work for me. I realize like I have to have clear eyes. I cannot have a bag under the eye. I don't like this, like my eyes are getting a little thinner underneath, and I'm like, alert, alert, alert. I gotta get rid of it. I'm getting rid of my eyes. No, I don't know. It doesn't look good on me, but I do love how it looks on other people. I don't know. Isn't that weird? My dog just started itching her leg next to me. Hello, Missy. Okay, I've written down a lot of spirals this week. Here's one. First of all, social media, that's one thing I use to numb out, right? I also feel like it's a trigger in a way for me. I really cannot get behind that. Like, every single person thinks their opinion is revolutionary. Like, I had to, honestly, I've unfollowed a lot of people lately, and I've deleted things, because I can't understand why so many people, I guess, like, just think that their opinion is 100% fact and what they're saying is 100% accurate. Like, I will just say, like, I agree with what Billie Eilish said, and it's caused a lot of people to fight. And I just saw one opinion that, like, what basically they said, and I'm talking about being vegan, right? Like, I'm vegan, so I just saw one opinion of a celebrity that basically was like, just because you eat meat doesn't mean you don't have empathy for animals, and that's not what I disagree with. But I disagree with what she said of, like, we shouldn't be talking about like the abuse of animals, but we should be talking about we should be talking about cancer that comes from all of this. And I'm just like, what? And honestly, I had to delete, because I just don't know. It just felt like, I was like, so, I don't know. It just felt so weird to me. And I was just like, I'm deleting it. Like, obviously, deleting her. I was like, there's just so much, like, exploitation that goes on either side. Or not either side. There's exploitation that goes into literally, like, almost all food, right? No matter what it is. Like, there's human exploitation, there's animal exploitation. And then, like, talking about, like, cancer is, like, I feel like a whole other subject. And I don't know, obviously I think it should all be talked to, but it felt so maha to me, and I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm checked out of that. So, and honestly, and I hate, one other thing I hate about, like, obviously I'm annoying, and you know I'm vegan, you listen to this podcast, and I've said I'm vegan, so I've said it out loud, but, like, people that are like, oh, a vegan's always going to tell you they're vegan. And I'm like, yeah, a vegan's going to tell you a vegan when they're at a fucking restaurant because there's nothing for us to eat. Like, I know that it can be annoying, but it's just like, yeah, they're going to want to eat at a restaurant like everybody else. I don't know. Like, and it's just like, it's not, those jokes are not funny to me anymore. I'm like, they're tired. Think of something new, y'all. I also wanted to say I wanted to talk about, because I lived in Memphis for a little bit, right? And I think I have spoken about it on the pod about how I was so depressed that I, like, kind of blacked out. I've blacked out a lot of different times in my life where I just don't remember a thing from it. I think it's PTSD or something, but I'll just black out. I'll tune it out. Like, and I just don't remember. But I do want to say that, like, living in Memphis is a very, like, democratic city. Memphis has, Memphis is majority black, and Memphis should be represented in Congress. And what they've done to it is so fucked up, and it is white supremacy at its core, and it is disenfranchisement, enfranchisement. It is not allowing people that live in this community, in this large city, to have a voice. And it really makes me sick to my stomach. And I think people make fun of Memphis a lot or whatever. But I will say, like, I shit on it a lot, but go for like a day or two, and you will see the culture that is there. Like, go to Beale Street, go to Graceland, like, see these things if you're interested. I mean, and not just that, but like there's like the medical district. I mean, that was like really growing before we moved. Like lots, like such an amazing wine shop, Rootstock Wine. If you're in the area, check it out. Like fun pizza place, New Orleans style coffee. And then obviously like Sun Studios is right there too. So there's just like so many cool things to see. But I mean, you probably don't need longer than a weekend, but you know, check it out. I obviously was so depressed, but it's just like I didn't want to be there. And it's not the only time in my life that's happened. Luckily the last, couple years I'm getting there, even though I've been going through shitty stuff. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of it. So, oh my God, it got really serious and deep here. I did not mean to do that. So I'm just gonna say, okay, last week I said I learned who Tate McRae was against my will, and that is true. I also learned who Morgan Wallen was against my will. And the good news is I've never listened to either of their songs, and I never will. So don't worry. I'm not just hating on one person. I'm hating on a lot of people. No clue who Morgan Wallen is. Don't want to know who it is. Don't tell me anything about him. I'm assuming he's a Trumper, honestly. So, oh, this is something I've started doing, and I think it's because I'm chronically online. But like, are you ever like typing so fast and so much that you use the wrong there, or like the wrong which? Like you use the which instead of which one. And I don't know if it's like happening to everyone, or is it just happening to me more? Because every time I see that I do it, I get really embarrassed, and I'm like honestly getting scared that I'm getting dumber. Like I'm really worried about it. I think I might need to take a grammar class or an English class. Maybe we'll work on it in the poetry class. I don't know. But I'm getting a little worried that I'm doing this more, and I'm starting to freak out about it, y'all. I'm like actually freaking out, though. I'm not kidding. So I really am gonna need some help here. Like, and if you do this, please tell me. Email me, mildlyspiralingpod@gmail.com. I'd so appreciate it, because I need to know I'm not the only one, because I am starting to get worried. I am panicking, y'all. I'm not kidding. Anyway, it's gonna be a fun week. It's gonna be a long week. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on this week. I am so happy you decided to tune in to the pod. I always appreciate a listen. This podcast has turned into something that I wasn't fully like intending for it to in the beginning, but I think, it's healing in a way, but it's also just like, this is how I like to be creative. It's just chatting and telling stories and talking about things. So I always love to hear your stories, and I love to hear what you're loving and spiraling about. So email me at mildlyspiralingpod@gmail.com, and I'll share your loves and spirals on the podcast. I so appreciate you tuning in, as always. All right, love you. Bye. That's my podcast.